down at the Ace Hardware, about 4.5 miles away from the Coralville Dam site, and I'm going to check the speed here. Holy moly! 700 plus. 730, 750, 760, 770, 780. Woo! 780 down, 87.3 up. I am always shocked when I see high numbers of cellular download speeds. The days of 1200 bit per second, 1200 baud internet, long gone, and good riddance. But we wouldn't have gotten here today if we didn't get there then. So, standing on the shoulders of giants. I'm a little under 1 mile away from the dam site right now. We're going to check the speed one more time because I think it's a geographical issue and not a cell tower issue. Yeah, this is not terrible. Not as good as it was about 5 miles away, but we're still getting good bandwidth here. 120, 130, 140. I'd be happy with 140. What's the upload? 1.7. So 1.7 upload is not good enough for me to stream live to you guys as an audience, but with that download speed, that is more than enough for you guys to watch some YouTube videos, plenty of download bandwidth, plenty of upload bandwidth for the average consumer of internet services. And we got lucky. I actually have the same campsite that I had last year when I did my last test, so I'll have a sort of side-by-side comparison as to whether or not this actually makes some improvement. As you recall, the high gain antenna system didn't actually make the improvement that we needed. Let's double check the speed here and see if any infrastructure has been improved in the last year. Well, not bad on download. Oh, not as good though. 100 down, 130. We were getting 170 up on the hill about a mile away. Yeah, we're getting, okay, yeah, 180, just about. 178.86, I'll take it. What's the upload? Oh, about the same. 1. We got 1.7, oh, 2, 1.9, I see it, 2. Okay. 2.14. They did make some improvements. Not enough for me to do a live stream to YouTube, but plenty for me to watch YouTube all day long. The numbers to beat: 170 down, 2 up. See what we can do. We're going to figure out the HiBoost Travel 3.0 truck cell phone booster kit today. This is the upgraded version. Let's see what that means. 50 dB max gain, remote monitoring, online support, and worked with all US carriers. But I've got T-Mobile here, so we're going to test it with T-Mobile. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing installed, then we're going to test out and see whether or not there's any real signal improvement. So I'm over here by the truck. I've got a little mock setup for you on the picnic table. We've got the antenna that is a little more than 3 feet off the top of the clamp mount here, and then the clamp itself is another 18 inches to the table. We've got the signal booster, the amplifier right here. And then over here is the inside antenna. And then this thing can be ran off of your cigarette lighter plug, and it even has a USB pass-through here so that you can continue to charge your cell phones, and a little on-off switch so you can turn it on and off if you need to. This is a Network Cell Info Lite. It's a free app on the Android Play Store, and it's telling me that my serving cell is 5G, T-Mobile, and I have 1 bar out of 4. And it says serving cell is minus 105, and we're looking to boost that by anything. You can see the SINR is 14 to 15, and the RSRQ is minus 12. So let's get this thing turned on and configured, and then I'll come back and I'll show you this screen all over again with hopefully better than minus 107. All right, we've got the cell booster turned on. I've got good lights across the board for everything, so let's see how well it works. I'm going to hit open on this app, and we're looking at permissions issues because I don't want it to record all the time. Minus 97, minus 96, that was 101, so we're a little bit better there. 21 for our SINR, and minus 11, I think that 20, it's now 23. It was 18, and the SNI and the RSRQ is minus 11. See if I can figure out what it used to be. That's still minus 11. And I did see, while I was playing with this before I started recording again, I did see this bar thing up here where it's showing you this, 3 or 4 bars next to where it says 5G SA. It changed it to say NSA instead of SA, and then I went up to 3 bars and the T-Mobile turned from red to green. So let's do a speed test and see if that actually makes any difference. And really I'm looking to get that upload boosted a bit. 186, 188, 189, 190, okay. Oh, there we go, the upload speed is looking much better. We were at about 2 and now we're at about 6, nice. So 5 is my baseline for doing outbound live streaming. If I am a YouTube creator creating a live stream and sending it to you, I need a minimum of 5. We've got 5.89. I think we're looking good there. As far as a YouTube consumer, someone who's watching YouTube, more than enough speed, because most of your speed is on the download side that you require. and most of my speed is on the upload side that I require. So this guy is definitely a keeper in my mind because we boosted that signal up. I'm here testing this out today. I do not have my camper with me, but I definitely wanted to come back to the same spot as last year to give this guy a side-by-side comparison as best as I could under the circumstances. This is going to go on my RV, and this thing will match up perfectly with your ladder on the back. Let me show you. This is my improvised clamp mount. So I have one of those woodworking clamps attached to the picnic table here, and then about 18 inches of clamp height. And then I have my ratchet in there to give it some girth, because this is just that little flat bar stock. And then this is the mount. This thing here will go perfectly on your rear ladder, and you can turn these guys 180 degrees up. Actually, I guess it's 90 degrees. You can turn these guys 90 degrees up to get them to go on the bar of the ladder where your foot goes, or you can put it on the riser out of the way, out of the side. Either way will work great. Just me and the motorcycle in the back of the truck this time, and it works. I can get it set up and I would have good internet service on the road. We had Starlink for a while. Starlink is 160 bucks a month as of the time of me recording this, and I have been using T-Mobile. When I bought it, it was called T-Mobile Home Internet. Now I just think it's called T-Mobile Internet. And there was talk about them not allowing you to use it on the road. But we've used it on the road for a year and a half, and it has worked everywhere except for right here. And now with this HiBoost booster, we're gonna make it work, because I'm getting plenty of upload speed, 6 megs. Last year when I was here, we stayed here for 2 weeks, and what I had to do anytime I was doing a live stream or having a video call with somebody, I needed to go sit in the parking lot at the hardware store in town in order to make it happen. So this gives me that extra range when I need it the most. Fantastic. I do appreciate y'all stopping by. I do RV gear reviews as a full-time RVer. This is my fourth or fifth year being a full-time RVer, and definitely have had some ups and downs with cell phone service, and this will definitely help out. Places that were dead: Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, and then this is Iowa, where it was, you know, lower side of borderline, and now it's not. Almost 6 megabits per second upload speed. That solves a lot of problems for me. That is exactly the number that I need, and we went from 2 to 6 with this guy right here. Awesome stuff. This is the HiBoost truck model. They do have the Explorer X model, but the truck model with that mount for the antenna, that is gonna work on my rear ladder or on my front antenna, ham radio antenna setup. I do ham radio stuff, in case y'all didn't know that. So I'm a big fan of this.